Alright, so we are putting the trapping videos on the YouTube. How do you think the season went, Kyler?
I think the season was good, even though we only went out like half the year, but yep.
So I went to Nepal right in the middle of trapping season, so we didn't actually put out the traps until after I got back. But we did get a new property to trap at, and so that's really good. So we went and set some traps at my cousin's house, and we got a bunch of animals off there. So I think that is going to set a tone for next year.
Yep.
And Kyler is learning a lot more about trapping and stuff. So next year he'll do a lot more, and I'll kind of just sit back and kind of supervise and that, because he dispatched a lot of the animals this year actually too. So, all right. So enjoy the videos. If you're squeamish, if you're not a hunter, you're not a trapper, just simply skip to our next video. That's all. So there you go. God bless, and enjoy the video, and subscribe, and like, and comment, and share. Alright, so we set out the traps at a new location this year, along this barn. This was like a bank barn, and then they took the top off. They got a lot of problems with raccoons in this area, and possums, and so they asked us to set some traps out. So we did that here. We set out 5 live traps on his property, and then he has a little chicken coop over there. We set out some around the chicken coop as well. We ended up getting 1 possum and 1 raccoon so far. So I'll show you those, and then we are going to move the traps to our house today. So I already showed you the setup at my buddy's house, but here's what we got so far out of there. Just a large possum and a large raccoon. They look all weird because I put them in 5-gallon buckets and it froze overnight. So, but that's what we got from his house, and the only things that he saw there was 1 raccoon and 1 possum around his chicken coop, and that's what he was concerned about, is because he has chickens, and they're silkies and they're expensive in Ohio. So, what you guys saw that. So, there you go. Let's show you what we got up on our property. Alright, so now we're on the back of our property. You see our pond there, and we set up a bunch of traps back here. Now I'm getting ready to switch units, and so we're not going to put all of our traps out, and we're not going to trap as intently as we normally would, just because of the schedule change and everything like that. But I'll show you what we got set up. We got a live trap, we got some creamed corn and dog food mix in there, we got a pipe. We always put cooking grease smeared all on the inside of our pipes. Those things like shoot out scent like nothing else. On this side of the pipe, we got a dog proof there, and then a dog proof over there, and then we've got, like I said, the cooking grease. We threw some bait inside there, inside the pipe. That brings up a lot of raccoons to the area. So the main reason why we're just trapping this year is kind of predator control. We're going to get chickens in the spring, and so we don't want a lot of predators around for that. Also, our neighbors have chickens already, and then we already trapped at my buddy's house, and you guys saw that already, and he has chickens. So we got a dog proof right there, and then we put cooking grease. So if you, after you're done, frying food and you got grease, throw that into a tub and smear that on a tree or a post, and that brings raccoons in like crazy. And then we have another live trap here. Same mixture of creamed corn and dog food in the back of those live traps. We want to try to protect our neighbors from animals getting in their feed and everything. You can see the cows are pregnant, so we don't want a bunch of raccoons getting their hay, straw, food before the babies are born. Same mixture of creamed corn and dog food. You can see what that looks like. We just take some dented creamed corn from the store, the cheapest thing we can get, 10-15 cents, mix in some dog food, same thing, dented and all that. We got and in the bottom of our dog proofs this year, we're just using loose corn. So just throw that little, like a tablespoon of that in the bottom, and then you can see right on the lip I put some cooking grease of each one. That's like our secret, is the cooking grease. And then on every big major post we put like a knife full of cooking grease on. And what it does is it brings the raccoons in, they lick it, and then it stays there a while too. It's waterproof and everything like that, and it brings the raccoons in to where they want to hang out more. Well, the longer they hang out, the more of a chance they're going to find their way in one of your traps. So that's all we're doing this year on Lambert Acres as far as trapping. Nobody else has asked us to trap. Usually people will call me and say, hey, I got a raccoon getting in my barn, can you come in here and trap? We just I haven't been putting it out there though, because of all the changes that are going on. So we're just doing some backyard trapping, and we'll see what we get, so stay tuned. Checking the traps the next morning, and we got a big raccoon trying to get in the pipe here. This is on a Duke dog proof, so we'll go ahead and dispatch him real quick. Alright, coming up to the other traps. You can see the cows out there. Looks like nothing in any of these. This one got set. But the bait is still in there. So something may have crawled on it and set it off. So we'll reset that one. But on the first night of them being out, we got a raccoon. Alright, checking the traps. In the first live trap, we have a possum. So we'll dispatch him. We'll check the rest of the traps real quick. See what we got in them. Both of those are empty. Those are both dog proofs. Looks like our live traps are all empty and not set off, but we do have a big dark raccoon. He's really dark in this dog proof. So we'll dispatch him, and there's nothing else in any of the other dog proofs. So we'll dispatch this guy. He's really big though. Alright, we'll see you guys tomorrow on the trap line. Alright, out checking the traps. In the same exact trap that had a raccoon in it yesterday has a raccoon in it today. Looks like a smaller one. You can see his head in the tube there. Yeah, he's not a big one. So we'll take care of him real quick. Alright, looks can be deceiving. He's actually a lot bigger than what I thought he was. He just had his little head sticking out there. I thought he was a lot smaller than that. Alright, let's go check the rest of the traps, if there's anything in the rest, and then we will show that to you. Alright, checking the live traps, and I know there's not much light, but we got a possum. It's like a medium-sized possum right there. So we'll dispatch him, and it looks like we keep getting the same cat. Yeah, it's that same black and white cat. So we'll let that one go again. But that looks like all we got today. We'll check him again tomorrow. Reset this after we dispatch him.